Welcome to a deep dive into the world of WWE, where we bring you stories that are both emotional and impactful. In today's video, we'll talk about the tragic losses of wrestling legends who left us far too soon. We'll uncover the causes of their untimely S, from devastating health issues to other shocking circumstances, and how their passings changed the wrestling world forever. And that's not all. We also have some very sad news about Liv Morgan. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. La Parca, born Jesus Alfonso Huerta Escobosa, tragically following complications from a severe in-ring injury. The beloved Lucha Libre star suffered the injury during a match on October 20th, 2019 in Monterrey, Mexico, while attempting a high-risk suicide dive, a move where the wrestler dives headfirst through the ropes toward an opponent outside the ring. La Parca miscalculated the move. His head struck a steel barrier instead of connecting safely with his opponent. The impact caused serious trauma to his neck and cervical spine, leading to multiple fractures and severe damage to his spinal cord. He was rushed to the hospital and underwent emergency surgery to stabilize his condition. Initially, doctors were able to restore some movement to his upper body, but he remained in a fragile state. Complications soon followed, including lung and kidney failure, which are common after traumatic spinal injuries due to immobility and weakened organ function. Despite intensive care and efforts from medical professionals, La Parca's condition deteriorated over the following months. He ultimately succumbed to multi-organ failure brought on by the extensive injuries he sustained during the accident. His sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, particularly in Mexico, where he had been a cultural icon for decades. Tributes poured in from fans and fellow wrestlers, honoring his contributions to Lucha Libre and his unforgettable charisma in the ring. While his passing was tragic, La Parca's legacy lives on through the joy he brought to audiences and the inspiration he provided to future generations of luchadores. His accident and its aftermath also sparked broader conversations about wrestler safety and the risks involved in high-flying performances. Gil Hayes, born on October 20th, 1939, was a revered figure in the professional wrestling world, known for his electrifying performances and undeniable presence in the ring, leaving behind a legacy etched in the history of the sport. Hayes rose to prominence during the 1960s and 1970s, making his mark in numerous regional promotions across the United States, captivating audiences with his technical prowess and raw charisma. In the ring, Hayes was a master of his craft, effortlessly blending precision and showmanship. His versatility shone through as he seamlessly toggled between roles of a fan favorite hero and a despised villain, each persona more compelling than the last. His ability to connect with the audience, whether they cheered or jeered, was one of his greatest assets, earning him a place in the hearts of fans and respect from his peers. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Hayes was a mentor to many young wrestlers, offering guidance, wisdom, and support to the next generation of talent. His influence extended far beyond the ropes, as he helped mold future stars and shape the direction of the wrestling business. Known for his knowledge of the industry and commitment to its growth, Hayes earned a reputation as a beloved figure behind the scenes. Outside the ring, Hayes was a fixture at wrestling conventions, where he was often surrounded by fans and fellow wrestlers, eager to share stories and pay tribute to his impact on their lives. His legacy as both a performer and mentor continues to be remembered. Sadly, Hayes, due to complications from heart failure, a condition that had plagued him in his later years. Though his life came to an end, his contributions to professional wrestling remain a testament to his enduring influence on the sport. Harley Race, a true legend of professional wrestling. His was the result of complications from a long battle with various health issues, including a terminal form of lung cancer. Race's health had been in decline for several years before his passing, as he had faced numerous challenges related to the physical toll wrestling took on his body over the decades. Throughout his career, Race sustained several injuries, including knee, back, and neck issues, which were common among wrestlers of his era due to the grueling nature of the sport. These injuries left him with chronic pain that would persist long after his retirement from the ring. In the years leading up to his, Race had also been dealing with complications related to his lung cancer diagnosis, which was a major contributor to his passing. Despite these health struggles, Race remained active in the wrestling community for as long as he could, dedicating much of his time to running his wrestling school and promoting the sport he loved. His resilience and commitment to the industry were well known, but the physical toll of his decades-long career eventually took its toll on his body. Race's passing marked the end of an era in professional wrestling, as he was not only a champion in the ring, but also a mentor and respected figure who helped shape the wrestling world for generations to come. His legacy continues to live on, remembered for his incredible in-ring ability, his larger-than-life persona, and his indelible impact on the sport. Peter Mavia, born on April 6, 1937, and revered as High Chief. Peter Mavia was a legendary Samoan professional wrestler whose impact on the wrestling world echoes through the ages. Hailing from the rugged sun-soaked island of American Samoa, Mavia was more than just an athlete. He was a living testament to the rich traditions of his people. Standing at an imposing 6 feet tall and weighing approximately 250 pounds, his presence in the ring was both commanding and mesmerizing. His striking tattoos, each symbolizing a deep connection to his heritage, and his fierce yet fluid wrestling style, earned him a revered place in the hearts of fans during the 1960s and 1970s. Mavia's wrestling journey began in New Zealand, where he honed his skills before setting foot on the more prominent American wrestling circuits. His time in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, now known as WWE, catapulted him into the limelight. It was here that Mavia locked horns with iconic wrestlers like Bob Backlund and superstar Billy Graham. His tribal warrior persona and proud Samoan chief character resonating deeply with fans. Beyond his in-ring abilities, Mavia became a revered mentor, shaping the careers of aspiring wrestlers and laying the groundwork for what would become the Samoan wrestling dynasty. As the proud grandfather of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Mavia's influence transcended his own career, bridging the generations of wrestling talent. Sadly, after a brave and arduous battle with cancer, Peter Mavia, his untimely was attributed to complications related to his cancer, which had left him physically weakened in his final years. Mavia's legacy, however, lives on, not just through his contributions to wrestling, but through the unbreakable strength, pride, and cultural heritage he instilled in his family and the sport itself. Jim the Anvil. Neidhart's on August 13, 2018, at the age of 63, was a tragic and unexpected event that left the wrestling community in mourning. Neidhart, after suffering a head injury from a fall at his home in Florida, The fall caused a fatal brain hemorrhage, which ultimately led to his. Although he had been in relatively good health for most of his life, the physical toll of his wrestling career, including numerous injuries, likely contributed to his vulnerability. Neidhart's wrestling career was marked by significant physical challenges. Over the years, he suffered from injuries common in the business, including recurring issues with his back and knees. These injuries, sustained from countless hard-hitting matches, likely took a long-term toll on his body and may have made him more susceptible to falls and accidents as he grew older. Despite these challenges, Neidhart continued to perform in the ring well into his later years, demonstrating the resilience that made him such a beloved figure. Beyond the physical injuries, Neidhart also faced personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse, which complicated his overall health. While these issues were part of his life, they did not define his legacy. Instead, his strength, charisma, and influence as part of the legendary Hart Foundation are what fans and colleagues remember most. Neidhart's passing was a devastating reminder of the risks and toll that professional wrestling can have on its athletes, even long after they retire from active competition. This deeply affected his family, especially his daughter, WWE superstar Natalya, and his colleagues, but his contributions to the wrestling world and his legacy continued to live on. Edward Wiscowski, January 10th, 1945, January 23rd, 2025, was an American professional wrestler best known for his portrayal of Colonel De Beers in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, during the 1980s. Before adopting this persona, he wrestled under various names including the Polish Prince and Easy Ed Wiscowski. Wiscowski began his wrestling career in 1972, trained by Harley Race and Lord Littlebrook. He initially gained prominence in the Pacific Northwest Territory, where he formed a successful tag team with Playboy Buddy Rose, capturing multiple championships. He also held the Central States heavyweight title in 1975 and competed in Germany and Austria during the late 1970s and early 1980s. In the mid-1980s, Wiscowski adopted the character of Colonel De Beers in the AWA, portraying a pro-apartheid South African military officer. This persona was marked by overtly racist and controversial storylines, including a notable feud with Superfly Jimmy Snuka, where De Beers refused to wrestle Snuka due to his ethnicity. This feud escalated to a series of high-profile matches, highlighting the character's divisive nature. After retiring from active competition, Wiscowski, along with Buddy Rose, operated a wrestling school in Portland, Oregon, from 2001 to 2006. Wiscowski's portrayal of Colonel De Beers remains one of the most controversial characters in professional wrestling history, reflecting the industry's complex engagement with sensitive social and political issues. Paul Bearer, born William Alvin Moody, his was attributed to natural causes, specifically complications from a heart attack. Moody had struggled with health issues in the years leading up to his passing, and his sudden came as a shock to the wrestling community. Despite his larger-than-life persona as a manager, Paul Bearer faced significant personal health battles throughout his life. He had been open about his struggles with obesity, which contributed to various health problems. His weight had fluctuated over the years, and in the months before he was reported to have experienced serious heart-related issues. Bearer had been hospitalized several times for medical concerns, with the final heart attack ultimately taking his life. His passing was met with an outpouring of grief from the wrestling world, as Bearer was a beloved figure whose contributions to the industry were immense. As the manager of The Undertaker and Kane, Zeri's presence and theatrical flair made him one of the most iconic figures in wrestling history. His ability to captivate audiences with his promos and storytelling left a lasting legacy that transcended his time in the ring. Though his health struggles were well known, the news of his still struck a deep emotional chord with fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Paul Bearer's impact on the industry cannot be overstated, and his passing left a void in professional wrestling. His memory, however, lives on, with his work continuing to influence the art of wrestling management for years to come. Gianna Jean Daddio, known to WWE fans as Liv Morgan, is a name synonymous with resilience, passion, and the relentless pursuit of her dreams. Born on June 8, 1994 in Morristown, New Jersey, and raised in nearby Elmwood Park, Liv's path to becoming one of WWE's most beloved superstars is a story of determination, overcoming obstacles, and a deep love for professional wrestling. A dream born in New Jersey. From a young age, Liv Morgan harbored a passion for wrestling. Growing up in New Jersey, she idolized WWE legends like Lita and Trish Stratus, two women who inspired her to pursue the path of a professional wrestler. Liv's love for the sport wasn't just about watching it on television. She was living it. As a child, she often mimicked the moves of her wrestling idols in backyard matches with her siblings, showcasing her early interest in the athleticism and drama that the industry had to offer. Before Liv Morgan stepped into the squared circle, she took on various jobs, including working as a waitress to support herself while chasing her dream. She understood that achieving greatness in wrestling would take more than just desire. It would require years of hard work, training, and perseverance. With that mindset, she set her sights on the WWE Performance Center, where she honed her in-ring skills, learning the ropes from some of the best in the business. The road to WWE, a star in the making. Liv Morgan's journey to WWE officially began in October 2014, when she signed a contract with the company and was assigned to its developmental territory, NXT. Initially debuting in June 2015 under the ring name Marley, Liv quickly realized that she needed to develop her own unique persona. She rebranded herself as Liv Morgan, a spunky, energetic, and charismatic character that would resonate with the audience. Though Liv's early days in NXT were challenging, she never gave up. She had to earn the respect of both her fellow competitors and the audience. Her athleticism was evident from the start, but it was her personality and connection with fans that set her apart. Over time, she began to make her mark, competing against some of the biggest names in NXT, including Asuka and Ember Moon. Although she didn't win every match, the experience she gained during this period was invaluable in shaping her future in WWE. Liv's time in NXT helped establish her as a rising star in the women's division, and while she didn't immediately skyrocket to the top, her persistence and passion for wrestling kept her moving forward, inching closer to a main roster call-up. Main roster call-up, the Riot Squad era. In 2017, Liv Morgan's big break came when she made her main roster debut on SmackDown. She was introduced as part of the Riot Squad, alongside Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan. The trio made an immediate impact, disrupting matches and attacking established superstars, creating chaos wherever they went. The Riot Squad quickly became known for their rebellious, anti-establishment persona, a stark contrast to the more polished and conventional women's factions in WWE at the time. Despite being booked as antagonists, the Riot Squad resonated with fans. Their authenticity, chemistry, and unique dynamic made them more than just another heel group. Fans could relate to their outsider status, and as a result, they were embraced by many as unlikely heroes. The Riot Squad's chemistry was undeniable, and their energy was infectious, which helped elevate the group into one of the most popular factions of the time. However, as often happens in WWE, the Riot Squad's run eventually came to an end. The group disbanded in 2019 after the WWE draft split them up, leaving Liv Morgan to embark on a solo career. Liv Morgan's evolution, a new beginning. After the Riot Squad's breakup, Liv Morgan took time off from WWE television, rebranding herself once again. When she returned, she adopted a revamped persona, distancing herself from her previous image. She showcased a more determined, independent character and began a series of high-profile feuds with superstars like Lana and Natalya. These rivalries proved that Liv was capable of standing on her own as a competitor, and her in-ring skills improved significantly. The character evolution Liv went through post-Riot Squad was vital to her success. Fans were able to witness her growth as a performer, and she began to earn respect both for her work in the ring and her dedication to improving. Liv was no longer just the underdog. She was proving that she could hang with the best in WWE, and her growing popularity reflected that. Her big moment came in 2022 when she won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It was an achievement that not only solidified her place in the WWE Women's Division, but also set the stage for her career-defining moment. Later that night, Liv cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on Ronda Rousey, securing her first-ever SmackDown Women's Championship. The emotional victory was a culmination of years of hard work, determination, and resilience. Liv's win was not just a career milestone. It was proof that she had earned her place at the top of WWE's women's division. Injury setbacks and physical challenges. Wrestling is an unforgiving industry, and Liv Morgan is no stranger to the physical toll it takes on the body. Like many superstars, she has faced her fair share of injuries throughout her career. One of the most notable setbacks occurred in 2023, when Liv suffered a shoulder injury during a match against Raquel Rodriguez. This injury forced Liv to relinquish the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, marking a disappointing and frustrating moment in her career. But true to form, Liv remained determined to recover. She underwent rehabilitation, and within months, Liv was back in the ring, proving her resilience once again. Her recovery process was a testament to her grit and her dedication to getting back to the ring. She never lost sight of her goal, to become a champion once more. Unfortunately, Liv's injury woes didn't end there. In a match against Damage Keytrell on Monday Night Raw, Liv suffered an eye injury, leading to concerns about the long-term impact on her career. As with all injuries in wrestling, the uncertainty surrounding Liv's future was unsettling for both her and her fans. However, Liv remained optimistic throughout the recovery process, focusing on getting back to full health. WWE has been careful with her rehabilitation, ensuring she does not return to the ring until she is fully recovered and able to perform at her best. Rumors and speculation surrounding Liv Morgan. Throughout her career, Liv Morgan has been the subject of various rumors, as is common for any WWE superstar. One of the more persistent rumors involved her potential involvement in a storyline with the Judgment Day faction. Speculation around this potential angle began when Liv was briefly linked to Dominic Mysterio, leading to rumors that she might join the group or turn heel in the process. However, these rumors did not materialize, and Liv remained true to her beloved underdog persona. Another recurring rumor was the possibility of a heel turn for Liv. While she had always been one of WWE's most popular baby faces, some believed that the company might turn her character darker and more ruthless. Although these reports generated plenty of buzz, Liv's character continued to be defined by her authenticity and resilience, with WWE opting to keep her as a fan favorite. Outside of the ring, Liv's personal life has also garnered attention, especially as reports surfaced about her potential involvement in Hollywood projects. This led to speculation about whether Liv might transition to a part-time WWE schedule in favor of pursuing other career opportunities. While she has expressed interest in acting, Liv has made it clear that her primary focus remains her wrestling career. She frequently speaks about her love for WWE and its fans, making it clear that the company is where her heart lies. Mental and emotional resilience, overcoming the odds. In addition to her physical challenges, Liv Morgan has also faced emotional and mental hurdles throughout her career. The intense pressure to perform at the highest level, the physical toll of constant travel, and the demands of the wrestling industry are enough to weigh heavily on any performer. Yet Liv has proven time and again that she is not only tough in the ring, but mentally strong as well. Liv has been open about the importance of mental health and self-care. She has credited her support system, which includes her family, friends, and fellow WWE superstars, with helping her navigate the challenges of the industry. Liv's willingness to share her struggles with her fans has endeared her to many, and her journey serves as a powerful reminder that even the most resilient superstars face difficulties behind the scenes. Through it all, Liv's perseverance has inspired fans worldwide. She represents the underdog who refuses to quit, someone who has fought against all odds to achieve her dreams. Her resilience, both physically and emotionally, has made her a role model for those who face adversity in their own lives. The future of Liv Morgan. What's next? As Liv Morgan continues to recover from her recent injuries, WWE fans are eagerly awaiting her return to the ring. The company has teased her comeback, fueling speculation about what the future holds for the former SmackDown Women's Champion. Will she re-enter the title picture and reclaim the championship she once held? Will she find herself involved in a new storyline, possibly with former allies or rivals? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Liv Morgan's journey is far from over. Whether she's chasing championships, embarking on new storylines, or continuing to inspire others with her perseverance, Liv's future is filled with possibilities. Her ability to adapt to new challenges and evolve as a performer ensures that she will remain a key player in WWE's women's division for years to come. Fans are excited to see what lies ahead for this determined, talented, and passionate superstar. Conclusion: Liv Morgan's legacy in WWE. Liv Morgan's career is one of perseverance, passion, and relentless determination. From her humble beginnings in NXT to her incredible rise to WWE Women's Champion, Liv has proven time and again that she has what it takes to succeed in one of the most demanding industries in the world. Despite facing numerous challenges, from injuries to personal struggles, Liv has remained focused on her dream. Her story is one of resilience, and her legacy in WWE is already firmly established. Whether she's defying the odds in the ring or inspiring fans through her journey, Liv Morgan's impact on WWE will continue to resonate for years to come. Her story is far from finished, and fans can't wait to see what she achieves next.